gust. We actually reached almost 50 miles an hour gust last night. I was going to go out and bring the tower down. It is motorized, but it ended up dropping down to like, maybe 30 mile an hour gust. So we just, that's not really going to phase it, so we left it where it is. Even though I do have a program here that turns the beam into the wind, I forgot I had it on, and I was trying to make contacts yesterday, and the beam was going all over the damn place there.
Well, I'm getting old. I forget stuff like that all the time, but sometime during the day I usually figure it out, go from there. I can't tell you how much I don't miss the weather up there. The number of days I spent in Cape Cod waiting to get on a boat or on an airplane to fly out to Nantucket to see my SWL are more than I got fingers and toes on my hands and feet. Go ahead.
Yeah, I can imagine. I'm almost there, though. I am almost there. I'm kind of dreading the winters now. Up here, I hate watching the leaves come off the trees they're on, and everything here gets gloomy, and the nights turn in about 4 o'clock now. We're almost in complete darkness now because of the time change, and it's gloomy, so that we go down to Florida a couple times a year. That kind of takes care of that, but one of these days I want to get out of here. We're just still kind of figuring out where we want to go, and it's kind of tough because we have kids, and my wife's like, well, what about the kids? And you know how that works. Me, I'm like, well, they know how to fly. They can come down anytime they want, but so we have to figure out some sort of happy medium there.
Yeah, understand the happy medium. We got 3 sons. I got one in Mobile, one in Oregon, and one in the state of Washington right now. My wife is up visiting the newest grandbaby in Astoria, Oregon. But I'm done. I spent the first 15 years of my life in Fairbanks, Alaska, and then went to Seattle and Spokane. And I'm done with the snow. I like my 85 degrees down here. Humidity's relatively mild, about 90% of the year. I mean, I don't care where you live. 4 to 6 weeks a year, you're going to have to spend some time indoors because the weather outside is just not fit for man or beast. Or maybe mad dogs and Englishmen. Go ahead.
No, I understand. Yeah, I was down in Florida in August, and I was thinking, Jesus, this has to be the closest thing to hell I've ever been. It was just brutal, especially, in this type of weather, 41, 42, I'm still walking around in a t-shirt, so, you can imagine what 85 or 90 is with, 8,000% humidity there.
It's not pleasant. The first time I ever went to Florida, I stepped off the plane from Seattle in a wool suit, a starched shirt, and a tie. Thought I wasn't going to make it inside the terminal. Go ahead.
Well, that was me in February of last year. I came off the terminal wearing, Ugg boots and a down jacket, and everybody in the waiting room as I was walking off the plane looked at me like I was crazy. Everybody's wearing shorts, and I was like, oh God. But I was smart. I pulled right into one of the hotel bathrooms there and switched out into my Florida gear, walked out like a local there. Over.
There you go. That's exactly what I do when I arrive down here. I was up in L.A. a couple, 3 weeks ago, and like it froze to death. I mean, it was 72, 74 every day, but it was just cold for me. And so I put on jeans and a turtleneck and my parka and whatnot, got on the plane in L.A., flew down here, and people were looking at me as soon as I got out of customs. I just went in the bathroom, shorts and t-shirt, got my car, and I'm good to go.
There you go. Yeah, you just fit. You fit right in. Your blood gets a little thinner, I think, as you kind of get used to that climate down there. And it's going to take a little time for me to shed my New England, physique. But I'm looking forward to it. Like I said, we still got a lot of time, and the way things are going here at the moment, the wife can retire, I think, in I think it's less than 4 years here. I'll probably hang in there a lot longer than that, just out of pure boredom there, over.
Yeah, well, don't get too bored. There's a lot to life, and I don't know. I retired in 2000. I was a commercial pilot for a lot of years, and I embraced it. I'm still embracing it. It's nice down here. My wife finally retired about a year and a half ago, and I looked at her and I said, well, you ready to go back to Panama? And she got a big grin on her face and said, yeah, when do I start packing? And I said, well, anytime. And so here we are. I think this time to stay. I'm too old to make another major move like that, but I'm happy down here. It's not, every day is not grand and glorious. You know, it's sun up at 6:30, sundown at 6:30. That happens every day for 12 months. Average weather somewhere, you know, in the evenings we're going to get 76, and in the daytime, in the rainy season, about 82 to 85. But starting next month, we move into the dry season, so it'll be going 85 to 90 daily. Nothing but sunshine in all directions and a whole lot of fishing. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, fantastic. Yeah, my nephew is a pilot for Southwest. He's been doing that for a couple years now. He was, I think he got hired at 23, so he was one of the youngest pilots. So he's having a field day. He just turned 26 a couple months ago here. So he just flew into Boston the other day, and I met up with him. Took him down to South Boston there, get him some fried clams. And he grew up in Ohio, so. But you know, the fried clams and the seafood from New England's in his blood there, over.
Oh, I hear that. You know, we're not at a loss for fresh seafood down here. I don't feel bad, but I can buy full-blown lobsters down here for about $2 a pound, shrimp for $1.50 a pound, cleaned and ready to cook. My God, we got tuna, wahoo, dorado, just about every pelagic fish known to man. Swimming about a quarter-mile offshore from my house. Go ahead.
Yeah, lobster's a little bit more expensive up here at the moment. I think the last I checked was a couple weeks ago. It was like $7 a pound here at the moment. And but you know, like I said, we have the in connections. I got a buddy that lives down at Wellfleet, Cape Cod, who's an oyster fisherman, and you know how that goes. It's all a shake of a hand down there. He's got a buddy who's he does scallops, another buddy does lobster. So I just call him and he hooks me up there. Over.
Fine business and the way to go. I need your call again. I neglected to. Let's see. Are you in one DRS?
Yes, sir. Dave's radio station there. Over.
Gotcha, Dave's radio station. Okay, I did log you after all. All right. Wonderful chat. I think I'm going to run in the house, make a quick sandwich, come back out again, maybe chase a little more DX. It's 73, Dave, and great conversation. Thanks very much for the contact.
Pleasure's all mine, Ron. Great to run into you for the first time. Nice skating log. Stay healthy and enjoy the weather down there. Hotel Papa 9, Stroke, Golf Oscar 6, Bravo Yankee. I know I said Golf Oscar. I meant to say Kilo Oscar. 73 is my friend.
Okay, November 1. Delta Romeo Sierra from Hotel Papa Niner, Stroke, Kilo Oscar 6, Bravo Yankee. Have a great afternoon and evening. 73s, I'm sure I will run into you again with that signal and that voice you got. Go ahead.
Appreciate it, there, Ron. Take care, 73s, and I'm probably tied it up. There was probably a bunch of guys wanting to talk to you, so they're probably cursing me right now. Take care, Ron. Bye-bye.
You know, they can curse, but sometimes you just got to rag to a little bit, and hopefully they'll hang in there or come back. WB Force, give me your call one more time, please. You're hitting Panama, Republic of Panama with a 5.9, 5.7 to 5.9 on the peaks. Doing a great job. Go ahead. Hey, WV4, what do you play? What kind of music? fine business. Well, I play exclusively swing and have since I was about 16 years old. About 62 years ago. I grew up in Alaska, and my dad got me a Zenith Transoceanic when I was a kid. The only station that would come through when the Aurora was going big time, which was about every night for 3 or 4 months, was a jazz station in France playing Django Reinhardt 24 hours a day. Go ahead. I play guitar.